Welcome to this week's video. So this week we are going to be battening the walls, hopefully get all of that done. So that's along these side bits here, the verticals that you can't quite see. Don't know whether I'm going to do this side door, not going to lie. We'll worry about this pillar trim piece in the future. But yeah, verticals and horizontals, already cut a load of battens. The reason I'm stood like this is because there's stuff on the floor, so I'm stood on that. So yeah, let's crack on and get these walls battened. Also started to come up with a layout design for the electrics in that back corner down there. So let's rock and roll. That is not going anywhere. Right, first battening. Just got to repeat that for the rest of the van. It's really hot in here though, so I'm going to be taking it slow and probably not filming too much, but we'll get there. Probably going to have to take the bed out to be able to do the rest of it. Yay! We've pulled the bed out because we need to batten along these edge pieces here where the bed sits. There's actually wires running through this one, so I need to think about whether I'm going to pull those wires out to then batten, or if I'm just going to sort of batten around them. But we've got a load of battens made, so let's try and get them into place. Okay, so we've got the first piece of wall in. It's not fitted yet, and it's overhanging the door loads. But I was concerned about this, and then I remembered I can scribe things. So we've measured that we need to come in from this edge, basically 24 centimetres, 240 mil. It's a little bit more than that. So we've marked that line. Then we've used our lovely compasses things to then come in here, scribe it, and we've now got a shape to cut, and hopefully that's okay. I guess we'll find out. Let's get cutting. This is the awkward bit. Like a glove. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that, I'm not gonna lie. Top dog in. How are we fitting here? I mean, could have been a bit better, but I mean, we could take a little bit more off. I don't think we want to though. Bear in mind that there's going to be a kitchen worktop to here, and then there's going to be some sort of cupboarding unit here. You know, these heights and things are to be defined, but it's not the tidiest of jobs, but it does a job. Next step is to make holes in this in the right places. So we've now got to work out where we're putting the hole for the other one of these bed bracket things and how big that hole needs to be, and then just below it a hole for all of these cables that I've just had to pull out to run through, and then hole up here somewhere for more cables to poke out, and then we can screw in a bit of wall. That's exciting. And then the next piece is going to be trickier, I think. Right, let's slide this out. So, we want to measure and get me a pencil. If I can find where I put my bloody pencil. Am I standing on it? Yes, I am. Right, so from there, we need to come 555. So we need to come in here, 5, and then the size of the bracket, 80. And then from the floor, we want to go 755. 755. But then also for cables, we want to go 670. But then there's also this top bit here. Did I say that's 80? So we need to go 60. Just go 70 to give us a bit of headroom. So then 70 up. We want to actually do it this bit, don't we? So let's go 100. 100. Job's a good one, I think. So now let's put those markings and measurements in. Alright. Now what else do we need to put in here? So we need a hole up here. So that's the edge of the bed. And we're going to have a light in here. Let's call it here. Hole there for those lights. And now we've got whole control panel in here. So let's go there. I'd say that's a pretty good job done. First wall piece in, with wiring pulled through and room for the bed bracket, room for the servo touch thingy. One thing I've just remembered though, is need to run an HDMI cable from that hole there down to the back wiring bit. It's a good job done. So we're going to tidy up because we've got some bits to do this afternoon. I realised I didn't film any of this bit here, which is quite annoying. So, brief recap. We may have cocked it up once, wasted a sheet of ply. It happens. It's my first time building a van. But it's a lovely hot day, so I thought I'd recap that. Basically, we wanted to inset the bit around the window there. So this side here is just flat. That may change. We're not going to hold ourselves in any high regard about changing things after doing them. It may happen. But with this, we measured and cut the wood We left a fair amount at that end there, as you can see, which left this piece of ply extremely flimsy. And then we made that batten surround around the window, bolted it to the surround, then got another piece of offcut I think we had to make the actual back piece, cut around the window hole. And yeah, it was a long day doing that one thing. But hey ho, we got there. We smashed that one. So next job is to fill in this gap here, which fingers crossed should be a bit easier, he says. I guess we're about to find out. Let's crack on. About as safe as we're going to get. Haha, we has forgotten that we need to cut out this whole section here. Fucking idiot. Right, so let's measure and look. Right, so we need to measure need to cut a hole for the bed thingy, don't we? Pillock, right, undo a load of screws. You stay. Good wood. Right, this should be the last time this goes in, he says, with great hope. Lovely job. That's a good job done for the day. It's too hot to do much more. Other beers are available. But yeah, walls are in, bed's back in. You've got to manhandle the mattress from inside to back out here. That is big old progress. That wall there is going to be a pain, but we'll work it out. I might just frame it rather than recess it, because I can take off these cover things, and then if I measure right, I can just use this cover as a template to cut the wall around that window. We'll see. But yeah, pretty happy. Some good progress today. I feel like it's been a while since I've done an actual update, but this is what you're getting. So yeah, if you've enjoyed me sweating like I'm in a sauna, because yeah, it smells pretty similar to a sauna right now. So if you enjoyed this one, hit the like button. If you can find the hype button, hit the hype button. I have no idea where it is, I've never seen it. And then hit the subscribe as well if you're not subscribed, that really helps me. Yeah, and when we're done with this, we'll have some holiday vlog style things, and we'll be getting back to racing, which is the main aim. Not this season, although I nearly raced this weekend at Silverstone. I got a last minute invite, but sadly can't make it, so it's next season for racing. which will be fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week.